Kim Minch, a certified parenting coach and the founder of the Real Life Parenting Guide, which offers one-on-one coaching. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk to you about this.
So I want to ask you here, how exactly do you talk to kids about what they're seeing and hearing on TV and on social media and just in conversations? I mean, even when, maybe you're talking about it with your spouse, they overhear bits and pieces of it, and it can all sound kind of scary.
Right. I understand that. And I think really it depends first on your child's age, how you approach the subject. I also think that one of the first things you can do is acknowledge how you're feeling before you have a conversation with your child. Acknowledge the way you're feeling about the situation, and it could very well be, highly uneasy, but at least acknowledge that within yourself so that it doesn't come out in your energy when you're talking with your kids. So acknowledge the way you're feeling. Second, have a discussion with another adult if you can before you sit down and talk to your children about it. Third, really depending on the age of your children. For example, when our kids are little, say, maybe they've overheard something or seen something and they're 5 or 6 years old, you want to ask them what they've heard or seen so that you kind of have a gauge as to how much more information you want to share with them. We don't want to scare our kids. In fact, what we really want to do is reaffirm the areas that are still the same for them, reassure them that, our house is still, a safe place, and all the things that are going on in their lives that are staying the same. Acknowledge what is going on, but reaffirm, what their day-to-day reality is. Then I think really important, and in my house I have, my youngest two are 15 and 18, and the kids are, when they're older, they definitely see things that we maybe don't know that they've seen. They're having conversations with their friends and things. I think the important thing there is to listen to what your kids are saying. Absolutely bring it up. Listen more than you talk, to find out where they're at and what kind of information they're coming from. And you want to listen to understand, not necessarily to tell them they're wrong or to change the way they're thinking, but to acknowledge where they're coming from.
Yeah, I want to ask too, how important is it to put things into perspective too? Because we see like the issue with the Electoral College vote count recently, and then on that same day we see what happened there with the insurrection at the Capitol. How important is it for kids to put these things in perspective for them and tell them this is not normally what happens here?
Right. I think that's very important. I mean, and the thing is, we have had, all of us have had a year of so many things that have never happened before. So key is for parents to, again, take time for themselves, to be as calm as possible themselves when they are having these conversations with their kids. Definitely have the conversations with your kids, and also to really be aware of where they're coming from and paying attention to what their feelings are.
Kim Minch, a certified parenting coach and the founder of the Real Life Parenting Guide. Thanks for helping us walk through this today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.